my Lord and Savior. His name is Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wahab, Akar, Kodash. The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. Son's name is Yahweh Shai, in who I reverence. And honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few, the very few, brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days which we are living. In the last days of the last days. And we're going to start off with this. This is 1 Samuel's, Baba Kishar. 2. Actually, we're going to go, you know what? Let's start at Deuteronomy 32 and 16. They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods, with abominations. Provoked they him to anger. So constantly, we were provoking the Lord with strange gods, which are idols. And it says, with strange gods to gods who they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, who your fathers feared not. They sacrificed unto devils and to not gods, to gods who they knew not, to new gods. It said they sacrificed to devils. Still happens today. You hear about children going missing, them being abducted, not by aliens, by the way. Them being abducted, them being kidnapped. Not just children, women, men. You hear about these things more and more. And it says, of the rock that begat thee, thou art mindful, and hast forgotten God that formed thee. And when the Lord saw it, he abhorred them, because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters. What does that mean, provoking? They were put on an altar. They were put on an altar. You know about Molech and so forth? That's what was happening. This happens today. But no one's going to come to you and tell you, unless you're a part of some secret club or organization. And it says, he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be. For they are very forward generation. Right? And it's children in whom is no faith. That's just that was just a Jewish lad. That was just a Jewish lad that was just beeping to me about the Kishore. Huh? So what? A nation. So we provoke the Lord. The Lord wants us to come back to him. Do away with these idols, man. And come back to him. See what else we've got. And we're going to go to, hold up. One thing at a time. We want to get the good stuff out of this, the good stuff. Let's get that good stuff. Come on. Come on. This is Jeremiah 6, Baba Kishar. And we're going to jump straight to, where should we start? 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. That's what they said. We're not going to walk in the good paths. I also will set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. What's the trumpet? My voice. That's the trumpet. And it says, but they said, we will not hearken. Therefore, hear ye nations and know generation, O congregation, what is among them? Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon his people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. To what purpose cometh rare to me incense from Sheba, and sweet cane from a far country? Your burnt offerings are not acceptable, nor your sacrifices sweet unto me. The Lord ain't dealing with your sacrifices, man. Nor your burnt offerings. He doesn't take delight in that anymore. Right? He ain't listening to that. See what else we can get. We're going to go to Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel, chapter 9 and 10. So I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping things, abominable beasts, and all idols of the house of Israel portrayed upon a wall round about. And there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel. And in the midst of them stood Jezaniah, the son of Shapam, with every man his censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up. When said he unto me, Son of man, hast thou not seen what the ancients of Israel do in the dark? Every man in the chambers of his imagery. For they say, the Lord seeth us not. The Lord hath forsaken the earth. So it says, in the secret chambers. So guess what? People are doing things in secret. Excuse me just a minute. So these sacrifices that are being done, they're in secret. The idols that they're worshipping, they're in secret. Right? The witchcraft they're doing, a lot of it is in secret. Okay? And it says, Baba Kishar, and he said unto me, turn ye yet again, and shall not see greater abominations that they do. Then he brought me to the door of the gates of the Lord's house, which was toward the north. And behold, there sat women, weeping for Tammuz. And what's Tammuz? Tammuz is woman worship, which goes back to Ishtar, which the Masons, I've got news for you, that's women worship. That's the worship of Baphomet, a woman's ovaries. That's what Masonry is, right? The people, they know about this. Tammuz, they were weeping for Tammuz. Then said he unto me, hast thou seen, O man, turn ye yet again and see greater abominations than these? And he brought me into the inner court of the Lord's house. And behold, at the door of the temple of the Lord, between the porch and the altar, were about 520 men, with their backs toward the temple of the Lord, and their faces toward the east. And they worshipped the sun toward the east. So it said they worshipped the sun. So you got people out here also worshipping the ordinances, worshipping the sun. We're not supposed to worship the sun. Okay? And it says, then said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? It is a light thing to the house of Israel, where they commit the abominations which they commit. Hey, so that's what they're doing, committing nothing but abominations. And a few of them, do we need to mention them? Bro, you know what them abominations are. You know what them abominations are. Alright? And it says, for they have filled the land with violence, and have returned to provoke me to anger. And lo, they put the branch to their nose. Therefore will I also deal in fury. My eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. Though they cry in my ears with a loud voice, yet I will not hear them. So the Lord ain't hearing them, man. The Lord ain't hearing the cry of those that don't want to separate from idols. Those that don't want to separate from demons. The Lord ain't hearing you, man. You have to repent. And you may be asking yourself, who's controlling all these people? Right. Who's controlling all these people? Brother Kisha, baby. You may be thinking, who's controlling these people? Who has the power to do that? But This is being done through a computer. It's called mind control. This is the beast system. Right? People, you still can't see it. You still can't see it. And this is trafficking, by the way. This is the trafficking. What more else do I need to say? What more else do I need to say? This is it. This is it right here. Don't you understand? But this is only for the elect to understand. It's not for everybody. Only for the elect. Who's controlling these people? Who's controlling them? Well, we know Satan, right? Because Satan's the god of this world. He's the god of this world, so therefore, they're under bondage. We're not. We're not under that bondage. The god of this world has blinded the minds of those that don't believe. That's the glorious light of the gospel should shine unto them. You can't blame them. They've made a covenant with the enemy. Isaiah 28, let's go, let's go, let's go. Isaiah 28 and 15. Check this out. Because you have said we have made a covenant with death. They've made covenants. A covenant is an agreement. That's what a covenant is. When you come into agreement with something. A speaker. Yeah, a lot of people say that, but I prefer to think about the scriptures, lift up their voice like a trumpet. To show my people the transgressions. It's more manly, don't you think? I like your trainers, by the way. Nice. I like your trainers. You're looking very vibrant. I said, you're looking very vibrant. You know what? It's right. He's the one that makes us vibrant. Because we're living in a very depressive world. Cross over and come talk to me. Come, I can't hear you. Cross over and come talk to me a minute. Yeah, I am different. I'm a bit weird, but oh, it's nice meeting you. May the Lord bless that sister. May Yahushua bless her. Right? Beautiful sister right there, man. She said that. When you're different, what happens? You become a target, man. Right? When you're different. Baba Kisha. It just happens. It happens, man. Baba Kisha. Come on, let's continue, man. We're doing the right thing, man. The opposition. We're different. They got some corrupt police as well driving past. Right? They're going to report on it. Fucking criminals. Corrupt police. Bro, the Lord, Yahushua is going to come through. Don't panic, brothers. We're doing the right thing. We're doing the right thing. Back to that topic. Isaiah 28 and 15. Because you have said we have made a covenant with death, and hell we had agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. So when you take a covenant, guess what you do? You have to agree to lies, falsehoods, murder, trafficking, pedophilia. You have to agree. If you're in a covenant with the devil, you have to agree to that. Because then you're not getting in. You're not getting into that club unless you agree with that. That's the covenant. That's why this is the safest place to be. This is the safest place to be. In this word of Yahushua. Oops. Safest place. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So this is that shadow. The scriptures. Right? Yeah, that guy looks off. Some of these people look off as well, man. And it says, Baba Kishar, Therefore saith the Lord power, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. And he that believeth shall not make haste. Judgment also will I lay to the lion. Yeah. And righteousness to the plummets. And hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies. And the waters shall overflow the hiding place. So guess what? The Lord's going to wipe away all these lies, man. Listen, anything that's a lie, that's not standing in the times to come. Well, we're living in the last days. So anything that's a falsehood, a lie, it's not going to stand. The only thing that's going to stand is the truth and his men. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled. And your agreement with hell shall not stand. What's the agreement with hell? Hell means grave. So a lot of these people, they made agreements with the grave, with hell, man. That's what they made agreements with, man. They made agreements with the devil. So you want to come out of that agreement with the devil, man, and come into the agreement of the Lord. That's what they've done. In other words, they've sold their soul to the highest bidder. Me, uncompromised, 100%. Uncompromised. You really want to know what runs this world? Then you have to pay attention, bro. You have to pay attention to what the scriptures are saying and to also what you see in my videos. A lot of you are not paying attention, right? There's a reason why certain things are spoken of in the news, but there's not full coverage. There's not full coverage, because if there was to be full coverage, then there'd probably be no more people out here. That's how bad it is. That's how bad the world system is. If they were to do full coverage, so many people would be locked up. Higher from lower. I'm telling you. It starts from your higher ups first. Then it trickles down. That's why certain topics are spoken about. But then they have to put a cover upon them. Because if too much of it comes out, then too many indictments. Right? Way too many indictments. Way too many people getting locked up. You're going to have school teachers getting locked up. You're going to have church pastors getting locked up. You're going to have nurses you're going to have all types of people getting locked up. So therefore, guess what we got to do? You mention things and you leave it to Yahweh Shai, because he's controlled it all. Nobody does wickedness and sells off into the sunset. Not that I'm perfect, but I would admit when I mess up. That's the difference. These people, they're headlong, they're doubling down. They're doubling down on wickedness. They're doubling down. You would think, well, maybe we shouldn't do this. They're doubling down. This is verse 17. And judgment also will I lay to the lion, and righteousness to the plummet, and hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies. And the waters shall overflow the hiding place. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled. The covenant that you've made with Satan. It's going to be cancelled. Satan's laughing at you right now. Satan don't respect you. And it says, Baba Kishra, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, when you shall be trodden down by it. Oh, you gonna be trodden down, man. And stop sending these traffickers my way as well, man. Stop doing that. Right? A lot of these people are traffickers, man. I've said it already. And I'll say it again. A lot of these people be trafficking out here, man. Doing dark, dirty deeds, man. Using kids and all that. You know? Let this go, Father. And the ambulances, they're in on it as well. I just want to let you know, the ambulance services, they're in on this as well. Right? fuck off. They're in on it as well. It's a dirty business. Satan, he don't reward you for doing good, does he? You're living in Satan's world. He don't reward you for doing good. He rewards you. You get your rankings by Satan by doing evil. Degradation. Guess what the top form of Satanism is? Pedophilia. Let me say that again. Guess how you get your highest rank? Pedophilia. Look up Aleister Crowley. This guy was sleeping with dead bodies and things like that. That's how he got his rank. So why is a Satanist, a high-ranking Satanist, why is he highly revered? Why is a high-ranking Satan highly revered? A high-ranking Satanist. Highly revered still for today. People read his books. Why didn't he do prison time? He didn't do no prison time for doing all them things. This society is backwards. It's backwards. Backwards, man. But those that seek to do good, they become a prey to evil. That's how you get your rankings, by Satan. You get your rankings by sinning, by sin. That's how you get ranked. Huh? That's how you get ranked. That's how you get promoted. Satan don't promote you if you don't have if you're not sinning or if you ain't got no one to sacrifice. You need to sacrifice someone if you really want to get up there. It's a dirty business. Dirty. You got people driving past, smiling. They be listening to us as well. They hack my phone, bro. You got a lot of predators out here, man. Alright, the Lord Jehovah is bringing this all down. It's going to bring it all down. This whole world system, he's bringing it all down. All down. I didn't say I want to shout. Check this out. What else we do? Brothers, we got to get back into this truth. This is a wicked kingdom. Wicked. Absolutely wicked. So I got something. This is Isaiah 25. And we're going to jump straight to verse 4. Trust in the Lord Jehovah forever. For in the Lord Jehovah is everlasting strength. For he bringeth down them that dwell on high. The lofty city he layeth it low. He layeth it low. Even to the ground, he bringeth it to the dust. The foot shall tread it down. Even the foot of the poor and the steps of the needy. Hello there, you okay?
Yes, and you?
Yeah, not too bad. Come and listen, mate. Come and listen.
Yeah?
Come and listen.
No, I've got to go. I'm going to the gym class.
All right.
I might see you later.
Yeah, next time. All right. So, that's what the Lord's doing. He's bringing down the poor and raising up the righteous. Okay? We're living in different times, though. Brother's got to have faith. Faith. Right? And it says, Baba Kashar, and he layeth it low and layeth it low, even to the ground, he bringeth it to the dust. The foot shall tread it down, even feet of the poor, and the steps of the needy. And I don't have no sympathy. You know why I don't have no sympathy for these people? Because they know what they're doing. Most of them. That's why I don't have no sympathy for them. Because they know what they're doing. But when you sell your soul, you have to agree to evil. That's what you do. You become initiated. Oh, same ones that have been targeting you. Yeah. More crooked cops, spirit. Right? They're the main ones that have been targeting you. What's that there about fact? They're the main ones that have been targeting you. Bro, it's a dirty game. You have to stay safe, man. Tomorrow ain't promised, man. Tomorrow ain't promised. Right? The foot shall tread it down, even the foot of the poor and the steps of the needy. But the word of the just is uprightness. Stay just. Stay upright. Brother Kisha. And guess what? They be saying this for years. They be saying, brothers. They be saying, oh, he's useless. They be saying that for years. You've been saying that for years. That well, Satan's been saying that for years. Because guess what Satan wants to do? He wants to use your vessel. Satan's screaming. The moment you came into the truth, you were converted. Satan started screaming in the spiritual realm. That's what Satan started doing. Satan started screaming in the spiritual realm. Satan was like, no! I've lost one. Bro, I used to be on Satan's side. But once you get converted, that's it. I've been converted to the light now. Satan's screaming, shouting. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Screaming in the spiritual realm. And now he's like, no! I can't use your vessel anymore. So Satan's screaming and shouting in the spiritual realm. Man, we can't use your vessel anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's what people, when they speak, it's not them speaking. That's Satan speaking through them. Everything's spiritual, everything. If you're being targeted, that means you're being targeted by Satan. It's time to get spiritual. Right? Because Satan fears you. If he didn't fear you, then you wouldn't have this level of spiritual warfare. If he didn't fear you. That's why the warfare is so intense. Because he controls this world for a certain amount of time. So he's got the resources. Satan's got resources. Right? Satan's got the funding, man. Guess who controls your trafficking rings? Guess who controls your trafficking rings? Satan controls that. Satan's controlling that. Why? Because Satan, he wants the children now. Yes, Satan wants the children from young. From young. That's why even the children are becoming initiated. I'm even seeing that. I'm even seeing children practicing witchcraft. Right? Bro, I'm seeing that, bro. In the parks, I'm seeing children start screaming at. Ah! The children start, bro, it's demonic, man. I'm telling you, man. Even the children are becoming initiated now. We were all initiated. You're born into a fallen world. You don't get in unless you're initiated. You don't get in. It's a big club, and you're not a part of it. Ha 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 ha! Bev, let's see. So let's go to Matthew 10. Actually, no. Let's put more scriptures up on you. Baba Kishore, come on. They got to drive around in a loop in circles. Wouldn't be the first. And let's go to Proverbs 10. Bro, you're not intimidating me. You can follow me. And these people, they follow you home as well. Yeah. Let's follow them home. Let's intimidate him. Let's let him know that we're watching him. Bro, I don't give a shit. The Lord's watching you. With your little predatory program. Proverbs 10. And another thing, what's controlling these people is technology. Technology is controlling these people. Right? Facts, I've told you about it already. EMF is controlling these people. Right? And it says, Proverbs 10 and 21, the lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom. So we don't want to be that fool that's dying for want of wisdom. We don't want to be that fool. Right? The blessing of the Lord, Yahweh Shai. The rest of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, it maketh rich, and yet if no sorrow with it. And no sorrow, bro. You shouldn't really be too sorrowful. Right? Hide it. And it add no sorrow with it. So there shouldn't be no sorrow added with it. No. Okay. It is a sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding have wisdom. Woo. People are up to nothing about mischief. Not about mischief. Hmm? All this is witchcraft, by the way. That's what runs this world. Witchcraft, trafficking, Satanism. See what else we got. Look how many people I'm controlling. You tell me this ain't power. Oh, this is power, man. It's like Yahweh Shai had power, baby. What does that mean? Alright, man. Alright, they got power. Let's do the happy dance. Let's do the happy dance. Yeah. Check this out, Baba Kusha. Alright, we're gonna go to Job. This is Job 5:17. Behold, happy is the man who God correcteth. Therefore despise not the chastening of the Almighty. Bro, we're being chastised in many different ways. Despise, and that guy was chatting shit. You know, we said he would come back, he ain't coming back. That's what play on words. Remember, they tried to get in your head. Behold, happy is the man that God corrected, therefore despise not the chastening of the Almighty. We're being chastised now. But it says, don't despise it. Don't despise the chastening. It's the rite of passage. Oops, shit. I knew that would happen. It's the rite of passage. Right, there goes the crooked police. They're involved, is highly involved. That's the rite of passage. Yeah, they're the main ones that be stalking me, man. Well, that's all gonna get dealt with, man. All gonna get dealt with. And don't run to the police about paedophilia, because they cover that stuff up. Don't run to them about that. Unless you're dealing with a policeman that's really old school and, top notch. Don't run to them about that. They cover that up. Because that's what runs the system. And it says, Baba Kasha, for he maketh sore and bindeth up, he woundeth and maketh whole. Right? He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, and 7 there shall no evil touch thee. He's going to deliver us in 7 troubles. No evil shall touch thee. Start believing in this. Yeah, they tried to kill me yesterday as well, when I was sleeping. Yeah, bro, if Satan can, you will try. I've had about 4 or 5 attempts on my life, probably more. Baba Kisha. And it says, Baba, check this out. Still not done yet. And it says, Baba Kisha, check this out. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. For 6 troubles, he's going to deliver his men. Right? Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Right? In famine, he shall redeem thee. From death and in more from the power of the sword. In famine, he's going to redeem us from the power of the swords, man. So always remember about the protection as well of Yahweh Shai. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. What's the scourge of the tongue? You know when they do that little stuff when they start conjuring up? When they start speaking to themselves. Useless, useless, useless. When they start doing that. That can't fall up on you. The Lord knows if you're useful or not. Yeah, he's done. Listen, we shall be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Because they tried to put spells on you as well. Okay. And it says, Baba, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Woo! The beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Right? So what comes into time? Animals, they're at peace with us, man. How many brothers are you teaching? And them animals, they're all at peace with us. You get that, man? It's the Holy Spirit. We're gonna shut off soon. And it says, and thou shalt not know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace. So wherever you are, peace will follow you. Right? And thou shalt visit thy habitation and not sin. Heavy, what's that? Protection from on high. From Yahweh by Sham, Yahweh Shai. Oh no. There's the police again. You know what? Let me tell you something quickly. The police, they orchestrate the gang stalking on a ground level. So the police, they will knock on doors, spread leaflets and lie to people and say that you're a dissident or whatever. That's their job. But this is actually being done through military. Okay? Military complex. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. How long do you want to do this for? We could do this all day. How long do you want to go for? I ain't stopping anytime soon. No, all jokes aside, focus on this truth, man. Focus on this truth. Right? Yeah, they thought I'd be gone a long time ago. Well, I'm still here. By the grace of Yahweh Shai, because he wants me to be here. Somebody's got to do it. Right? So, this is Proverbs 12:6. The words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. The mouth of the righteous shall deliver them. These words, they're delivering us. You got to speak righteous words. These righteous words will deliver us. Right? See what else we got. Excuse me just a minute. What? Excuse my language, really. And it says, Revelations 6. And actually, we're going to go to verse 6. And I saw the Lamb open one of the seals and heard as it were the noise of thunder. And the Lamb is Yahweh Shai. Right? And the noise was thunder. One of the four beasts saying, come and see. The beasts represent the angels. That's the beast. Right? And I saw and behold a white horse. And he that sat upon him had a bow. So that white horse, what does it represent? That white horse represents what? Read this again. It had a bow and a crown was given to him, and he went forth to conquer it, to conquer. What's that white horse? The chariots. Right? And he went forth to conquer. Key thing. Conquer. What's Yahweh Shai? He's the conqueror. Right? And it says, Baba Kishar, and he that sat on him had a bow, and the crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer. Right? And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. So this red horse represents Esau. Right? That's what that red horse represents. Esau, the devil. And what's given to him is what? Scales and balances, and so forth. Oh yeah, another thing, you know these white headsets, I just want to throw this out there. You know these white headsets that they got in their ear? They can basically listen into what you're saying. Them little wireless headsets, right? People are like spies out here, man. They can actually listen to what you're saying. You know that, right? They can do that. And this is Revelation 6 and 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast come and say, I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat upon him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, and a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see, thou heard not the oil and the wine. And when I had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast saying, come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name sat on him was Death. So this pale horse represents death. And hell followed with him, and power was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword. So Esau's going to take out a lot of people with that sword, man. And with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. So this is going to happen. That's why we need to be ready. We need to get our minds oops. We need to get our minds prepared for the things that are going to happen in these times. But guess who has the victory? I never forget this. This lad told me, you know who wins in the end, right? Right? You know who wins in the end? God. That's what he told me. You know God wins in the end. So just remember, we're not losing. Well, we're more than conquerors through him that loved us, man. So I'm going to shut off here. Lord willing, this was edifying. And until the next time. Shalom. Shalom.